Hi everybody, Dan Illman here taking a look at the first leg of the $1 pick 4 at Assiniboia Downs on Monday. The pick 4 has a guaranteed $50,000 pool. Let's take a look at the field for race number 4 at the Downs on Monday. We're going 5/8 of a mile. It's a maiden special weight for Manitoba sired. Lots of first-time starters in this field. Now usually the horses with experience, they have a big edge over the debut runners, but the horses with experience are coming off layoffs, so perhaps a level playing field for these first-time starters. And one of them's the number 1, Not Too Early, and this one's got a little bit of pedigree. She's a half to a multiple stakes placed runner. The dam won a couple of sprints. Now she's going to have to overcome the inside post. It can be intimidating for an inexperienced horse. If she breaks quickly, I could see her right in the mix early because she does have a quality pedigree, but she has to break early lest she be shuffled back. And at 5/8 of a mile, that could be very difficult to overcome. We have the advantage in playing the pick 4 that this is the first leg. We can keep an eye out on the tote board. Lots of times, heavy tote action on some of these first-time starters is a major tell. We'll see if that's the case for the number 1, Not Too Early. One of the experienced runners is up next. Let's take a look at the most recent start from the 2, Awfully Special. Now, this is back in September at the Downs, going 5/8 of a mile. She dropped into a maiden claimer here, but she was facing boys, and she ends up finishing second to the favorite. It was a good performance. It was an improved performance. She's had the winter to grow up and be stronger. She steps back up into the maiden special weight ranks here, but what I like about her is she showed positional speed in a fast-paced race last time out. If she breaks alertly, I think there's a good chance that she could take this field coast to coast, going 5/8 of a mile. The 3 is Lady Roxana. This is a first-time starter by Society's chairman. The dam was a sprint winner, and the dam was a half to a stakes-placed turf sprinter, so there is some sprintability here for Lady Roxana, another horse with some solid workouts leading up to her debut. Keep an eye on the tote board to see if there is some strong action. Whitney's Wish is the number 4 by Breeders' Cup Mile winner Old Forester. This first-time starter, second dam, was a multiple stakes winning dirt sprinter. She was a New York bred and a pretty solid one at that, so this filly has a pretty strong pedigree. Little gap in the work tab between the last 2 drills, but I don't mind that 5/8 work out of the gate. 102 and change looks solid for a first-time starter. 5-1 on the morning line for Whitney's Wish. The 5 is Pixie's Dreaming. Pixie's Dreaming finished behind Awfully Special in her career debut. That was that fast-paced race that we saw. She sort of gave an even performance that day. She did race wide. Now she comes off the layoff. I want to take a wait-and-see approach. I would like to see her come back with a bit of an improved performance. BB Bear is the number 6, first-time starter by Kentucky Bear, who does well with debut runners. Now, the dam's a half to a pretty good horse. A multiple grade 3 stakes-winning sprinter out at Woodbine over the synthetic named Tribal Bell. BB Bear shows some good workouts for a barn that sent out some live horses at this young meet. 4-1 on the morning line for BB Bear. I always want to demand value on first-time starters, but this just might be the right spot. And completing the field's probably the horse to beat. That's the 7, Daisy's a Doozy, who hasn't been out since mid-September. They tried her going 2 turns at a mile in the Buffalo Stakes. Maybe it was a little bit too ambitious, yet she still tried hard to finish 3rd. I like both of her sprint efforts. Now, she might not have the early speed of the other experienced runner, the 2 Awfully Special, but she kicks late, she has strong buyer speed figures, and I have a feeling she's just found a very good spot for her seasonal debut. Let's take a look at my top picks for race number 4. Again, it's the kickoff leg of the $1 pick 4 with a guaranteed $50,000 pool. I'm going to go with Awfully Special, the number 2, just thinking maybe she can blast out to the front and hold off the 7, Daisy's a Doozy. Keep an eye on the tote for action on those first-time starters. I'll go with Awfully Special, who has experienced. Best of luck.